Welcome to the Reconnection Club podcast, the show that helps parents heal troubled relationships with their adult sons and daughters. I'm your host, psychotherapist Tina Gilbertson. Each week, I'll offer you compassion, clarity, and personal development tips designed to help you reconnect, not only with your child, but with yourself. Now let's get started. Episode 1 of this podcast was also titled Why Time is Your Friend, and I wanted to revisit the concept 6 years on. The passage of time during estrangement from an adult child keeps parents up at night. They fear their child is moving further and further away with time. They suffer knowing that a grandchild or grandchildren are growing up with time, and they worry that there might not be enough time left in life to reconnect in time. No wonder these anguished parents see time as a thief and not at all as a friend. I believe it is both. Time doesn't wait while we catch our breath. It doesn't care what it takes from us. But even in its relentless flow, mercifully, time also bestows gifts. If you think back to a heartbreak from the past that has nothing to do with your child or children, something that felt devastating back then but is now no more than a memory, time contributed to your healing from that. It might not have been the only contributor, but without time, healing is impossible. Growth is impossible. And learning is impossible. Here are 5 of the gifts that I can think of bestowed by time on parents of estranged adult children. Number 1, room for healing and growth. Like physical space, time can also create the distance that's sometimes needed for people to heal and grow. Some adult children instinctively reach for that distance. They know they have work to do, and they ask for or simply take the time they need. And on this end, we call them estranged. But many do not think of themselves as estranged from their parents, even as they refuse contact. They're simply taking space or taking a break within the relationship with their parents. Time is an essential part of that. And that gives parents room also to grieve if they need to. I talked about parents grieving losses from estrangement during estrangement in episode 155, Good Grief, at reconnectionclub.com/155. Gift number 2, perspective. You've heard the expression, hindsight is 20/20. The distance created by the passage of time provides new and better vantage points. Whether in space or time, things look different from farther away. We can see more than we could up close. And that's largely because of time's third gift, experience. Living more means learning more. Without the passage of time, we can't have experiences to bring fresh eyes to familiar things. It's only with time that we can acquire the tools and knowledge we need to solve new problems, to learn and practice skills we might require or desire. Often, parents who've been members of the Reconnection Club for a while remark on how differently they see things now, as opposed to when they were in shock or enduring an on-again, off-again relationship with their adult children. They talk with other parents, take courses and workshops, read the materials in our library, and in many cases, share their hearts with a good local therapist. And those experiences change them, but only over time. Together with perspective, experience equips parents to solve the very problem they were worried time was making worse. They get more and more clear on what was previously muddy or mysterious. In time, they learn what they can do about estrangement and what may be beyond their control. Only time makes it possible to act on these gifts of room, perspective, and experience. Gift number 4, evolution. Everything always changes. There was a time, for example, when you and your child were not estranged, and that changed. You didn't want it to, but it did. it's very possible there will be a time when you're back in contact. Whether we like our situation or not, it always evolves with time. It's an illusion to be stuck with life exactly as it is right now. Thanks to time and its gift of evolution, we're never stuck where we are. I've lost count of the number of parents who've told me an estranged adult child has reached out to them out of the blue. I've heard this from parents with less than 2 years and well over 10 years of estrangement and everywhere in between. Trust your impassive friend time to work on the situation in the background while you attend to your own experience, your learning, and your growth. Lastly, gift number 5, equilibrium. One thing that can happen when you realize your adult child is estranged from you is that your understanding of the world is suddenly out of sync with your actual experience of the world. You feel like the rug's been pulled out from under you, and you're off balance, or constantly falling without a net to catch you. Reconnection Club members who've been living with estrangement for a while often tell our newer members that although the pain of estrangement doesn't necessarily go away, time makes it easier to manage. Little by little, through the gifts of room, perspective, experience, and evolution, time restores the balance and the life force that they lost in the shock and grief of estrangement. These more experienced parents have integrated new information into their understanding of themselves and their relationships. They no longer feel completely lost, afraid, or off balance. Some estranged parents are taking up former hobbies that fell by the wayside. They're sitting with moments of joy without guilt for the first time. They're not forgetting their children or the estrangement. They're remembering themselves. Time works with nature and the other gifts it bestows to make it possible to regain your equilibrium and even moments of peace. While time is providing your child with room to heal or grow and providing you with room to grieve, it's giving you both a changing perspective through distance and experiences that promote your evolution. The ultimate gift of time, if we embrace it, is a new equilibrium where your understanding of the world has caught up with your experience of it. None of that is possible without time. And that's why, in addition to being a thief, you wouldn't be wrong to think of time as also a friend. Always remember that you are a loving, lovable, and still growing human being. So please take good care of yourself. Bye for now. If you've enjoyed this episode of the Reconnection Club podcast, I invite you to check out reconnectionclub.com. The Reconnection Club is for parents at any stage of estrangement from their adult, child, or children. So whether you've just realized there's trouble between you, you've been living with estrangement for years, or you're newly reconciled but still walking on eggshells, the Reconnection Club is your essential resource for information, support, and continued personal growth. With our courses and workshops, expert interviews, monthly Q&A calls, and a friendly, active community, the Reconnection Club is a wonderful place to be for anyone suffering the pain of estrangement from an adult, child, or children. So check it out at reconnectionclub.com.